There we go.
Hey Gustavo,
Hey, what's up?
how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, and it worked out. It wasn't that hard, right, to get online and do this.
No, but now I have really little time. I have to go almost.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm glad to see you and that this worked out. This is the first time I do
Yeah.
this. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Raw Stone.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah, it's a good idea.
so how have you been?
I've been good. Yeah. Um, it's a
How's
bit
it over there?
crazy. Everything's crazy, but no, it's okay. In Buenos Aires, it's not that bad actually. Like the government reacted quickly, and so we're all quarantined since 2 weeks. And I'm starting to feel a bit crazy, but it's okay.
What have you been doing to pass the time, to cope with the insanity?
I've been writing quite a bit and watching films. Yeah, what about you?
Well, I got work. I'm of the lucky people that can work remotely. But it's funny that like even though I don't really have anywhere to go, I still have so much to do.
Yeah, I
So
feel the same way, which is
yeah,
good.
yeah, for a moment, like right before it got started working again, I had so much time, but then suddenly it's just like meeting. Like today, I've had like 3 or 4 meetings or some crap like that. I'm just like, what? Like I'm
Yeah,
still in there, you know, but I'm not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And of course, I've invested in some equipment. So now Sad Vacation Press can do its own things. I'm going to quickly switch out the camera to show off the covers that I,
oh yeah, that's great.
right? Let me see if it's
Cool.
switching it around. Oh, actually, I don't have to do that. I'm a total novice when it comes to this. So you can see, right? So we
Yeah,
got the
that's
covers
beautiful.
printed, right?
Amazing.
There's the
Amazing.
front cover SV04 that Eline Marx is a part of. Here's the back cover,
Great.
right? Yeah, and then we got a little inside there with the titles and a quick little promo. Upcoming SV005 translations of Salvador Villanueva. But I think it's you can't really see it right that
No,
way.
I see
There
it.
now you can, right? So upcoming we got Live Wire poem by Salvador Villanueva. And that is a Puerto Rican writer from the 70s. Like this is
Is it like,
like some obscure like postmodern poet that was very marginal within the Puerto Rican scene, and he kind of disappeared, and I've been reading him for a long time, and I actually met the guy finally a couple of years ago
who
and
are you
have
talking about?
Salvador Villanueva.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, he's the one. I've translated his first collection, and I'm going to be doing his first collection in English as the next Sad Vacation issue.
That's great. And he lives in New York?
Puerto Rico,
Mm.
Arecibo. So in the country, he's okay. From what I understand, I've spoken to him a little bit
Yeah.
during this process. Oh my God. So I wanted to ask you, you said that you were writing some stuff and to cope with this. Would you be willing to share any of that with us today?
Uh, yes, I can. Yes. But let me see. Well, mm, um, yeah. Um, I was thinking I could read the, I don't know.
You want to read the stuff from the issue? Of course. I was just seeing if I got some special new raw stuff, you know, but
What?
yeah, I got so I was, you know, if you want to read the stuff from the issue, that's totally great too. I was just seeing if we had chance, you know, to see the new material just for the sake of. But if you don't want to, I totally understand. You know, the writer's craft is something that only the writer themselves knows.
No,
when
no, you're
when
right. I'll read the new material.
you want to? Cool.
Yeah, I
Sweet.
just give me a second. I have to find it again. But yeah, to tell you more about it, uh, it's a book I'm working on. And came to Buenos Aires to work with her, and we met in New York 2 years ago, and then wrote a poem a day to each other for a year. So having all that material, we wanted to get together to be able to edit it. So that's what
Oh,
we're yeah. So that's what we're doing now, and it it started as a poetry exchange between the two of us, and now we're fictional, you know. So it's not us anymore. It's two characters we're building based on our poem. But it's amazing because now they have their own existence. You know, it's not our life. So can you hear me?
no. It's all getting
Yeah,
eaten up, and I'm hoping it gets better every second, but not
yeah,
yet.
uh,
Okay, so now it seems to be going better. I think it's
yeah.
okay. Now I can totally see you.
Okay, great.
Uh,
So okay, so the idea is, can you hear me?
yes.
The idea is that it will be an exchange in a dystopic future between a patient and a therapist, and it's a therapy they're doing online. So every day they write to each other as well. Okay, I'll read you a few.
Yeah,
It's
it
still
seems
in,
that due to the conditions, we can only do brief excerpts, right?
we can only do what?
Brief excerpts, little pieces,
Yeah,
because it keeps on getting chopped up.
it cuts.
It cuts a little bit, but it comes back.
Let's see. It might work better.
Okay, let's go.
May 2nd. An actor is yelling for forgiveness inside, and the coffee is getting cold. I think of a method, a favorite action, a wink in the crowded diner. Waitress is natural and federal, a virgin that changes color with the weather. She asks me to buy her cigarettes and matches at the gas station. I say no.
Yeah, that's good, and it's not getting cut up, so that move to the new
Great.
spot was effective. Yeah, that was great. I like the symbolic kind of titles the characters have. You said an angel goes outside.
Uh, what was it? No, there's no angel.
Maybe I missed the word, but somebody went outside. Can you repeat that?
An actor is yelling for forgiveness inside, and the coffee is getting cold. I think of a method, a favorite action, a wink in the crowded diner. Waitress is natural and federal, a virgin that changes color with the weather. She asks me to buy her cigarettes and matches at the gas station. I say no.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. I like that.
Thank you. Um,
I was writing about coffee and how it was feeling in on my body in the morning the other day. I was writing about.
um, June 2nd. Lover, I remember your green glazed eyes. a 43-year-old me. I'm young and loving. The noises of keyboards bring me back. I have obligations. They will cut the water tomorrow. I should provide my house with bottles. Lover, I'm 43. You know my nightmares. I have insects in my hair. You regret, you want to erase. Is there a way for me to catch you in the middle? Or at least the memory of you. I want to model as Play-Doh. I want to restore. I want this arm to become a wing, my dorsal fin. Lover, I will not be fulfilled at 4 p.m. I will embrace the lack. I will embrace the lock. Are these two really pronounced the same in English? There's no depth, not a shallowness. They lied to us. There's only a noise that the silence has. Only in the left eye, a wink. But lover, I don't regret anything. These shelves were ours, and I will not say it was not beautiful. The excess, I was so afraid. I allowed the crack. We are what we are because we cover what's holy with mud. I now know you're going to the coast of Rockaway Beach with her, as you, lover, used to do with me. We would sleep in that bedroom where the light entered red, and we would cook and find twigs to light a fire. I learned the word twig next to you and found it amusing. I wish the woman next to you would read this on the way to your summer house. I want to say hello. I'm somehow glad you and I share this lover, these grown-up eyes and this sexual being you're probably now enjoying. He's so enjoyable. He looks deep inside. Forgive his silences. Embrace his strong arms. Accept his devotion. Take that color. He has got more and more and more. Hello, I have touched his skin for years. I can imagine what's going on, even when I prefer not to. All I will ask is please love him, love him, love him for me. They stay after the game to hang out. I think it is all a matter of misunderstanding. Fellow says, and we all agree, a big misunderstanding that tracks back to when the first person said hi. Next week I'll be here, holding to this truth and the certainty of the cards, again against anxiety, releasing and betting 3 hours of the week unafraid.
Yeah, that went really far. I mean, like I was surprised where it ended up. I see like this play with time, distance, and memory, and yeah, it's quite a journey there. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, thank you. Let me see. I'll read the last one. I'd like to do that again, but
Wait, I
with
got
more
one
time.
question though. One question about it. So you're talking. It seems like you started working on this with your friend that you're editing it right now in Buenos Aires.
Yes, exactly.
You were saying this, but it was getting all cut up. So I'm glad we can talk about it. And I'm wondering, like, if you're able to share, like, when you were working on this, are these characters or are these yourselves communicating? Because you developed all this already, and now you're refining it into another product. Am I right?
Yes, exactly. Yes, at the beginning, well, the initial text is a correspondence between the two of us, but then these are already edited, but it's still in process, but we began to edit it.
And it's a little eerie how like some of the material is just so like relevant to what's going on now. Like
Yes.
I see it, but it's not on purpose. It was just like already there, and now are you somehow using the current moment, like how things have so dramatically changed in the past couple months? Are you
Yes, I'm
using
glad you
that?
see that in the text because it striked us as well that there is some correspondences with the current times. Also because it was a correspondence, so and then we had this idea of a therapist and a patient talking online,
Hmm.
and now everything is just virtual. So it's it was
Yeah.
a bit visionary, I guess.
Uh, okay. So you said you're gonna read another one and you have to go. Is that what you were about to say?
Yes.
Oh, heartbreak. But I'm so glad to have you here with us, with me in this first trial. Hopefully we continue having them.
Me too.
And
Yes, we should do it again soon.
Yes, yeah, of course, of course. And as you saw, just want to share, we got Sad Vacations, the fifth issue. It's SV004, but it's actually the fifth issue because there's an issue zero. That's how that works. And that's going to be ready in like the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to be mailing it out. And granted our circumstances, usually
Great.
there'd be a big party that we would eat and share time together, but that's not possible. So something like that online, I
Yes,
think,
we could do it again at that time.
with more people and see what happens. Have a good time.
Yes.
Okay, so please, if you don't mind.
Okay. If there were no crumbs between peace, if we perspired inside, if I had sons or daughters, it would all be very different. If there was no alternative, if by 2222 I came alive, if a glacier woke me up, the noise of a glacier, if the app didn't exist, if at this time a stunned animal, or if I could swim with style, yes, a nuclear war, if the bridges melted, would Manhattan be visceral? If I had no potential, it would be different. If a supernatural event gave lunch flavor, or if I admit I'm not nice, if at this time an arm bled edible blood, or if it wasn't summer, it's site E, only site, oh, it's site A, sorry, only site A.
Okay, that was great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's great. It's the first time I'm reading them out loud because
How
we're
does it
really
feel?
working on this right now, so it feels great.
Sweet, yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what comes of this. Please keep
Yes.
us in the loop. You know, when are you going to be back in the? I mean, like nobody wants to come to New York now anymore, right?
No, it's
Everybody's
not
like,
possible right now. But yeah, I wish it could. I
we'll
wish it
see.
could.
We'll see.
Yeah, I can't
Maybe-
wait for everything to be better, and that we can travel and see each other and get together and read poetry,
Yeah, that'd be
read
dope.
live
That'd be
for
dope.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, well, I'll let you read. I'm gonna go.
Okay, well, thanks for swinging by the metaverse over here in the Instagram, and you be well. And yeah, stay in touch, and look out for the next episode of the Raw Stone. Thanks, Eline.
Yes, thank you, Gustavo.
Merci. À bientôt.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Peace.